Okay, good evening, everybody. Once again, my name is Chris Swayze. I'm your CEO and founder, and I've got a great opportunity to share with you today, but I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself first. Well, folks, I'm a tax professional. I'm an avid chef. I love cooking, okay, but right now is tax season, so let's talk about that. You see, my clients are near and far, young and old, and some of them have been with me for 30 years or more. And the opportunity that I offer them is the ability for them to save money, to make money, and to pay less taxes. Now, I wanted to give them a better opportunity than what they've got in their work. So at work, they may not have the opportunity to pay less on taxes, but they might be able to make more money. So we've introduced Quicksilver Cash or business opportunities just like this to our clients over and over and over again. But this by far is the best opportunity. And I want you to see tonight, and you'll judge for yourself and know that this opportunity that I'm about to share with you is the best opportunity on the planet. Okay, so sit right back and pay close attention. Here we go. All right, so being a tax professional, as I said, it's been 30 years now, and people call on me to help them all the time. Because you know what? Who knows more about money than your tax professional, right? But I would say who knows more about money than the people in Quicksilver Cash? Folks, this has been a wild and amazing journey for a lot of people who never knew they could make money in any kind of business. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, let me introduce you to Quicksilver Cash. It is everything you've ever wanted in a progressive company. And tonight we're going to learn about QSC Global, which is the reason why, see, this feeder program has taken us to over 30 countries. This is the reason why Quicksilver Cash is successful in such a very short time and becoming a household name. Well, there is a secret to our success. Quicksilver Cash is a member-based referral program, and our proven time leverage system has been used by banks and financial organizations to create wealth for decades now. From this, we've formulated our very own success blueprint. Now, folks, it is a very duplicable cash flow generator, and there's no selling required. So you know what that means? You just have to send your referrals to us, and we will do the selling for you. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, folks, there's no purchasing quotas. If you recall, a lot of companies have this thing called auto ship. That means you've got to purchase every week, every month, all the things that you don't want or need. Well, there's no such thing here. You purchase once and that's it. You're in business with us for life. Just a one-time out-of-pocket ever. I'll tell you all about that as we go along. There's no heavy recruiting required. But think about this. If you're a heavy recruiter and you bring in more than 2 people, do you know you get rewarded for everybody you bring in for the rest of your life? So you want to be a heavy recruiter. Yeah, that's the best choice. Choose to bring in as many people as you'd like, but if you're one of those folks who just can find 2, that's okay too. You can be successful here. Everyone can succeed by following the blueprint. But when you get involved with a company, you want to know a little bit about them. So let me tell you about us. We were founded August the 10th, 2018, and our member base has already grown throughout Canada, the USA, Tanzania, Nigeria, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana. Folks, we're in Zimbabwe. My goodness, we're in Pretoria. We're in South Africa, Johannesburg. We're in Australia. We are in Mexico, England, Costa Rica, the Philippines, Germany, the Grenadines, Grenada. Folks, we're in St. Croix, the US Virgin Islands. We're in the British Virgin Islands. We're in Barbados. And of course, we're in Singapore and Jamaica. Folks, this is getting phenomenal. There are so many other countries, including Pakistan. They're on board. India's getting on board. This is going to be phenomenal. There are so many other countries that want to join us. We will definitely be a worldwide household name. Now, folks, we make one promise to you, and here's our promise. When you get involved with Quicksilver Cash, it only takes you and 2 to go through to our top position. So that means you can make it to the top of our pay plan where you're ready to make some money with just referring 2 people. See, the blueprint's very simple as well. Our marketing strategy was designed with you in mind. It's a simple concept with the single purpose of helping you to achieve success. And if you follow our blueprint, you will be successful. Now, how many companies can say that? But we're going to prove it to you. Getting started is just as simple. Just a one-time $100 USD out of pocket, and you're in business forever. What does that mean? It means that you just paid $100 for the franchise, folks, and you can earn money without paying franchise fees for the rest of your life. Pretty cool, right? Let me show you how it works. Folks, there's two great programs and one small entry amount. A one-time $100 USD gets you in the first program. When you cycle 3 times, you'll earn a fully paid position in the $500 USD program, which is program number 2. Let's start with program number 1. Let me break it down for you. Program number 1, $100 USD, no membership fee. Pretty cool, right? Okay, you will receive $2,500 worth of online member services right away for your $100 purchase. So when people ask you, what do I get for my $100? Not only do we take your $100 and leverage it and pay you a lot of money, that $100 gets you $2,500 worth of online services. That's what you're paying for. We'll elaborate shortly. All you have to do is refer 2 friends who will do the same. So you got involved, you paid $100. Your 2 friends got involved, they paid $100. Do you know what their friends do? They pay $100, and so on and so on and so on. Now, folks, when you bring your 2 and they pay their $100, you will qualify for the top position, which is titanium. Pretty cool. And when you're at the top, folks, it only takes 7 days about for you to start collecting $500. And how do you start collecting $500? That happens when you're at the top, and now 8 new positions are opened up for you to help yourself start earning $500. So out of the 8, you'll earn $500, plus we'll pay $100 for your reentry when you cycle out. So when all 8 positions are filled, we pay $100 for you to get back in to do it all again, and you never have to pay us ever again. You see, your 3rd cycle enters you into program number 2, because that was program 1. You cycled once, you made $500. In program 1, cycle 2, you made $500, so that's $1,000. But in program 1, cycle number 3, that's another $500, but that pays for program number 2. And if you're not in program number 2, that's what it does. If you're already there, then guess what? It's all gravy. You keep earning $500 over and over and over again. But let's look at program number 2, because remember what we said, it was only a one-time $100 out of pocket ever to get involved with no membership fee at that level. Well, now program number 2, remember you have $500 to spend here. So it's $400 USD for prepaid gift cards and $100. Now there's a lifetime membership, and that's all paid for by cycle number 3 in program number 1. If you're in Canada, the $400 USD gift cards is 500 Canadian gift cards. So think about this, folks. We're going to take that 400 or 500 and leverage that for you, so you don't earn this money right away. You got that from cycle 3, but look what's going to happen when we leverage that 400 for you. Your 2 referrals from program number 1 will upgrade to qualify you on their 3rd cash out in program number 1. So they're following you. They're doing exactly what you do, and they're also in program 1 with you, but they're in program 2 now. You will now qualify for the top position, which is also titanium. Now, when you're at the top, this is where the fun begins, because it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for you to start collecting a whopping $1,600 US. Now, folks, remember, you only put $100 in the program, and here you are in program 2, cycle 1, already earning $1,600, but remember, you've already earned $1,500. But guess what? You also get the $400 prepaid gift cards now. Your choice. Let's talk about Lowe's. Let's talk about Home Depot. Let's talk about Walmart. What about the coffee companies, Tim Hortons? What about Starbucks? Folks, everywhere. What about the gas stations? What about the grocery stores? We've got Petro-Canada. We've got Esso. We've got Exxon. We've got Shell. What about the grocery stores? Let's go right over to President's Choice, all of their selection, folks. We've got Metro. We've got Freshco. Anywhere that you can buy groceries. What about Disney cards? What about PlayStation? Anything that's in Canada or the US that has a prepaid gift card, you can cover that with the $400. We'll get that for you. But you know what, folks? You also get a $400 automatic reentry, US dollars, to do it all again. You know what's the fun part about this? You will cycle both programs simultaneously. So imagine earning 500, 500, 500, and earning 1,600, 1,600 plus the gift cards, plus $400 prepaid reentry, and $100 reentry on the program number one. Folks, imagine if you cycled program one 3 times a month. That's 1,500, right? What if you cycled program two once a month? That's 1,500 plus 1,600 plus 400 in gift cards. Folks, we're talking something serious here for $100 out of pocket one time. That is why I ask you to build strong. Build a strong team. We mentioned Mexico. We mentioned England. We mentioned the Caribbean. Folks, we've got people in Germany. It's time for you to reach out to your leaders because we're online and we have a massive global reach anywhere on the planet. Get started today. But you know, how many of you have watched Jerry Maguire? What was the most famous line in Jerry Maguire? Show me the money, right? Okay, so today I'm going to show you the money. Getting to titanium is where all the money begins. Okay, so you need to get to this green position. How do you get there? Well, you've got to start as a silver because that's the only place people start. And then there's 4 golds because you graduate. And then there's 2 platinums and 1 titanium. But how do I get to the top? Let me show you. You get started here in silver. This is a success blueprint. You choose one of the 8 positions underneath your sponsor. So let's say your sponsor's right here. You took silver number 1. Your job is to refer 2 people as their job is to refer 2 as well. But the way the blueprint works is every time there's 4, we get a split. And these 4 move up to be these 4 golds. These 4 move up to be 4 golds on another one as well. But let's talk about these 4. So then 4 comes in again, and these 4 move up to be golds. These 2 golds, they move up to be platinum. And the platinum moves up to be titanium. So on the 3rd split, when 4 more come in, you are now titanium. It usually takes about a week with everyone doing what they're supposed to do, bringing in 2 each. So that means the silver positions have to fill 3 times in order for you to get to titanium. And if that takes a week with people doing what they're supposed to do, how can I get there faster? I mean, how many would like to get there in a day? What about an hour? Maybe half an hour. Okay, if you're a real leader and you've got a team behind you, you can get there in 15 minutes. I'm going to show you how. How many want to know? Okay, 15 minutes to the top. Let's show you how that's done. So tonight you come in, you get started, you take a position right here on the success blueprint of your sponsor. You took a silver position, but guess what you did? You brought in your first referral and they took a silver position right beside you. That's 5 minutes later. 5 minutes later, your second referral comes in. You put them in the system. So now it's you and 2. But we need 1 more, folks. If this person wasn't here already, fill that spot. Put the 3rd person in it. Doesn't matter if it's you or someone else, but if it's you, then that counts as a future referral. We call it a pending referral, but it splits the blueprint because we split at the halfway mark. And that means, let's say you were the first silver, you brought in 2, so their date and timestamp, they came in 5 minutes after you in succession, and let's look at the gold positions. Neither of the golds have their 2, and the platinum doesn't have his 2. The system is looking for someone who's qualified with 2. Oh, that's you. You just got started, you got your 2, 15 minutes later, and you got your 4th, and you went straight to titanium. I'll show you right here. Folks, you brought in the 3rd one, you went straight to titanium and start collecting. That means you jumped over the golds because they weren't qualified. You jumped over the platinum and he wasn't qualified. The system only wants 1 qualified person per half of the success blueprint. So on the other side, it works the same. But we're talking about you. On this side, this is how it happens, folks. Phenomenal. You can get to the top in no time. So it's very simple. Titanium in 3 simple steps. You and 2 and 1 more, and you go right through to titanium. Isn't that cool? You don't have to become gold. You don't have to become platinum. Now, mind you, if you become gold, that's cool. Everybody brings their 2. This is beautiful. You become platinum, great. It can still happen in a week. It can happen in a day. But if you want it in 15 minutes or an hour, get your 2 right away, folks. Get started and move to the top. Okay, so the scenario has to be unique because there has to be 1 position, 2 position, at least 3 positions available on any success blueprint for you to do this. And the 3 positions have to be on the same half. Okay? So if it's the other side, there has to be at least 3 positions. If there are 4, it'll be this perfect scenario. Folks, the first member to get their 2 referrals goes directly to titanium. You know what happens at titanium? That's where 8 new silver positions are opened up for you to start collecting. You will earn $500 out of the 8 that are coming in and a guaranteed $100 USD reentry, which we pay for you. The other 2 goes to the company. Now, how does the blueprint actually split? Everyone wants to know. Take a look right here. This is the success blueprint, okay? There's 1 titanium, there's 2 platinums, 4 golds, and 8 empty silver positions. You see the $100 here? Those positions have to be filled. That's the only place you can come in with money. So let's say you got started today, Bob. Bob got started. Bob took a silver position right here on his sponsor's success blueprint. And Bob brought in Michelle and Diane, and for good measure, he brought in Denise. Well, guess what? That's 4 people. The success blueprint has to split at the half. That constitutes a split right there. Boom, a brand new success blueprint with a new titanium. And that's you, Bob. Bob becomes titanium because he was the first with 2. They were date and time stamped. The 2 golds didn't have their 2, and the platinum didn't have the 2. So the system needs to put someone in titanium. It'll be you, Bob. Phenomenal. But what about the original titanium here? He still needs to cycle out because he earned the first position, the second. That's 200. But he didn't get the 3rd, that went to the company. The 4th he received, so he's got 300. We promised him 500. So he gets to work with the other team and fills 5th position. That's the 4th. The 6th position goes to the company. The 7th is his 5th. So that's really cool. Folks, if the 7th is his 5th, then the 8th is going to pay for his re-entry. Phenomenal, right? This is what we're talking about, okay? Everybody can do this. It's very, very important that we do this. Okay, so now we go to the 8th position. Re-entry is the most amazing thing here because we pay for this titanium to come back in under his sponsor. But because there were 4 here, that constitutes a split right there. A brand new titanium starts collecting $500 when 8 positions are filled. That titanium could be anybody here, whoever had their 2 first. That's who becomes titanium. This is amazing. Now, folks, how do we cash out? Let's talk about this. Remember this, okay? How do we cash out? We've got to get started. We come in at $100, and then, folks, what do we do next? Well, we bring in our 2. They're date and time stamped, okay? And then we start collecting as we become titanium. What do we collect? $500 USD in cash, $100 re-entry. Not bad, right? The company pays for that, but every time you cycle through, it's the same thing. You've got 2 referrals, whether they're your 2 that have upgraded or have gone through the system, cycled through and come back in and help you get through, or you referred 2 and 2 more. Maybe you referred 10 people so that you have enough cycling behind you that when they cycle through, there's always 2 waiting for you. That's what we're talking about right there. Don't stop at 2. Build strong so you can earn money. Now, let's talk about reentry because this is a true follow me system. Folks, your personal referrals will always requalify you on your subsequent journeys. That's what I was talking about. If you help them get their 2 and get them to cycle through, when you're on your next journey, they're right behind you, qualifying you because they can't go anywhere but underneath their sponsor. So yes, this can be done with just 2. But folks, not everyone's going to get their 2 at the same time. So safeguard yourself and make sure that you can start earning money. Get 4, get 6, get 8. Put some in the bank. When you have money in the bank, it's good for another day, right? Just as when you have referrals in the bank, it's good for another cycle. Okay, so folks, remember, when you cycle through, you end up on a silver position underneath your sponsor again. But you know, what happened on your first cycle? You sponsored 3 people. So the 3rd one was a pending referral. Guess what happens when you cycle out and come back in? That 3rd one counts as your first on your next journey. Isn't that cool? And all you need is 1 more, folks, that you can go through the system again and become titanium. Now, in this position, it's powerful because if the golds don't have their 2, even if they have 1, get your 2 right away so that you are next. If the platinum doesn't have 2 as well. So you'll go right to titanium again when these 4 are filled. Isn't that awesome? Yes. We've designed this for the people who like to work, not for the people who like to sit around and watch. But guess what? If you do sit around and you've got your two and others are working, you will go through to the top. But is that how you want to do it? Let's do our part, folks. Everyone, refer your two, get your two to refer to, and you'll see how magical this system is. You'll be cashing out over and over and over again. Let's go through the recap. Attend a briefing online or in person, or you're here online with us. Great. Get started for $100 USD, no membership fee. Share the opportunity with at least two people and make two referrals of $100 USD. Now you can make more than two referrals. Some people have brought in 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. You get rewarded. Help your team do the same. Folks, if you help your team, that means teamwork is definitely making the dream work. And you will cycle over and over again. Become titanium and start collecting $500 USD. Now, how does this happen? When you're titanium, there's 8 empty silver positions and you have 6 teammates. They each need to bring in 2. That's 12, but you only need 8. That's how you get $500. Not because you became titanium, but you're qualified and now you will be paid when the 8 members come in. There's also $100 USD reentry that's given to you or given for you so that you can do this all over again. You can do it over and over and over and over as often as you'd like. Folks, you know, in the beginning, I said to you there were valuable member benefits. See, when you come in at $100, if you make the decision today to join us at Quicksilver Cash, you will be immediately given $2,500 in useful online member benefits. And these member benefits include, but are not limited to, success videos, financial videos, learning languages, promo certificates, health and fitness, self-empowerment, cooking and recipes, your very own travel booking engine to book flights, pretty low cost. You can travel anywhere in the world, folks, and much, much more. I'm telling you, this was designed for your success. Now, how do I get started? Okay, immediately after you sign up on your sponsor's link, so you put your name, address, phone number, all of that, create your user ID and your password, and folks, you're ready to go. This screen appears. You can pay by Bitcoin, you can pay by email transfer, you can pay by MoneyGram, you can pay by Western Union. Folks, if I've forgotten any, there's many ways. You can send a bank transfer, you can send a wire. Okay, it's cool. Contact your sponsor, contact the company, send us an email at quicksilvercash.com. If you're not sure how to do that, we can sort you out right away and we can make you an official member of Quicksilver Cash. You'll have your very own back office where you can log in and see where the money is, see who's on your team, see how many more members you need to cycle, see how many times a success blueprint has gone through, where are you going, it's all there. Folks, it's phenomenal. I'm telling you, there are changes in life that happen every day, but your life changes ahead. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you want it to change for the better or for the worse. Don't let anything get in your way, folks. Quicksilver Cash is here today. It'll be here tomorrow. It's here for your success. As long as you do what you're supposed to do and tell others to do the same, you will be successful. But you know, in anything in life, if you're going to change something or if you want something to change, you need to change something. And that starts with you. Folks, welcome to Quicksilver Cash. My name is Chris Swayze. I'm your CEO and founder, and tonight I was your host and presenter. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Quicksilver Cash, 437-775-CASH is our phone number, which is 2274. And quicksilvercash@gmail.com, you can email us, or your queries, or your purchase if you'd like to get involved. And quicksilvercash.com is our website. You'll see everything there. Okay, so thank you very much for being here tonight. You guys are awesome. You could have been